Thanks for tuning back in. I'm Tommy Campbell, still bald, still in my basement, and still laughing at the total chaos and the lack of communication in Trump world. He's posting he will not be debating Kamala, while his rep is saying this.
Well, I am not surprised to hear more lies from Kamala Harris. In fact, I just spoke to President Trump about this very topic today. He is committed to debating Kamala Harris. It will happen. The terms, which network, what date, those are still up for negotiation. People will hear that.
You might want to call him back. The man runs away from everything. Whether it was a bullet or glass is hotly debated by ballistics experts, social media users that watch a lot of CSI, and his drunk doctor without a medical license who said Trump had a 2-centimeter wide wound. Either way, what we do know is that Trump healed miraculously after the RNC. The show's over, bandages off, and it's the same big dumb ear. Mike Lindell has always been on the cutting edge of news, so much so that his own news section on his site failed to mention the passing of his Frank Speech Network's primetime anchor, Lou Dobbs. Not one line or mention of Lou for days. Dobbs was a vocal part of the anti-Obama birtherism movement, frequently spread fear about undocumented immigrants while employing several across his many properties, and the ultra-mega Fox News host was let go the day after the Dominion lawsuit dropped, but later found a gig on the pillow manufacturer Gone Mad's Dumpster Fire Network that Lindell calls the biggest broadcast place ever. I'll take bad career arcs for 1,000, Alex. Bumbling former co-host Brannon joined Tom Selleck's slow cousin for their inside job hot takes, and it's no shocker Brannon is peeking over the fence now that Dobbs is gone and his own solo album failed. Thanks for taking in this bald comedian's take on things. Please join the best subscribers on YouTube while I blast the latest and stupid and more. Tired from being put in the lumpy pillow manufacturer's shadow and clearly bothered by having his time slot bumped to make room for Lou Dobbs, Brannon left the Lindell Report several months ago to do a startup with Michael Flynn, creating a website that was nearly identical to Lindell's. Well, that did not work out well. Patriot TV never took off. It's a total flop. And you'd think that both Flynn and Brannon would have looked at the analytics on Lindell's so-called network and known there wasn't a lot of money to be made with a handful of subscribers and junk advertisers. Brannon left the venture and created his own channel, taking some of the familiar faces with him that he took from Lindell to Flynn and then to his own. He made an appearance this week on Lindell's show, and I'm wondering if he'll end up circling back to co-host the Dumpster Fire.
Of My Pillow. Mike, welcome back. Thanks for joining us here on Brannon House Live. You doing all right?
Well, I got technical problems, but you know what? They're still attacking me. No, just kidding. I'm all good. It's just a phone issue.
When doesn't Lindell have phone issues and technical problems? You would think after losing millions of dollars, he'd sort the basics, but nope.
Biggest setup I've ever seen.
You agree that there had to be some government involvement to allow a shooter to get that close?
100%. Brandon, I reserved comments so right now that I'm saying 100%. I was drilled by the media there, and I said, you know what, I want to take it on. I will tell you this. I told the media there, I said, I've been to over 150, maybe 200 rallies, and I wasn't at that rally, but I'll tell you what, every rally I've been to, I always tell people I feel safe, secure. I mean, you look at every building, you go to a typical rally, it's covered. You got an angle, that's covered. They say the guy even made it through with a rangefinder. Brandon, I've had my hairspray taken at rallies, okay? I'm seriously, it's all the deviations from the normal behavior. It can only be a setup when you add them together. It's impossible for it not to be.
There is a lot of stupid to unpack here, but we are dealing with, I'm seriously, Mike Lindell, who I doubt has paid any attention to rooftops or taken his dyed mustache comb to go over the fine details of security at any rally he's at. He's backstage. There's a separate entrance, separate parking, and most importantly, he's blinded by his fanatical love of the guy that will not even use his lumpy pillows. Trump has done roughly 400 rallies in total across all of his campaigns, so it's crazy that Lindell believes he's been to half of them when he's only spoken at a dozen or so. In his testimony, Paris said that the Butler County Emergency Services Unit, ESU, which was tasked with securing the building where Crooks fired from, relayed the suspicion and a photo of Crooks to the state police, which then passed it along to the Secret Service. Yes, they took a photo of a highly suspicious person. There you go, And then those people sent it to the other people. This is like taking a picture of a tipped over jerry can next to a lit candle in a dry field and mailing it to the ER. Hope this gets to the right place.
So you agree that this has got to be government agencies complicit?
Absolutely, it's got to be something like that. They grabbed some kid that's got this crazy background. By the way, he was in a commercial with BlackRock. Are you aware of that?
I am.
Yes, he was in a BlackRock commercial. He was not paid, nor was he hired by the company as an actor. He just appeared in the background. BlackRock has condemned the shooting, and for those not aware, BlackRock is a major investor in gun companies, including Sturm Ruger & Co., and the parent company of Smith & Wesson. They've condemned it. Crooks did have a rangefinder, but he never brought it in. He didn't need to. He was just going for distance. And this heightened security and made him identified as suspicious, but not enough to question him. If you stop and chat with someone that's planning something like this, they'll probably bail on their plan because getting caught kind of gets in the way. Honestly, if this guy didn't look like milquetoast, he would have definitely been pulled aside.
It looks as though the oversight project, let me see if I can bring it up real quick. It looks as though the oversight project, which is tracking on this kid's cell phone data, here we go. Someone regularly visited Crook's home and work, also visited a building in Washington, D.C. located in Gallery Plaza. This is the same vicinity of an FBI office, and this, I guess, was on June 26, 2023. Whose device is this?
Brannon is putting a lot of weight into unverified cell phone data, just like he did with a little documentary called 2,000 Mules that relied on unverified cell phone data that was so far off, the film was yanked and people in it were paid out in a massive legal settlement.
Was when he stood to me, he goes, the judge is going to be watching this too. And I go, really? I got a big problem with you, Judge Wang. That Wang, which, by the way, I'm going to announce it again. I got another big problem with Judge Wang in Colorado. She's been sitting on my summary judgment for, I believe it's like 6 months. It's over, Judge Wang. Just get rid of it. Why should I have to sit here? Why should I have to sit here, my employees, and sit and worry about something that is the most frivolous case ever known to man?
Nothing like Mike Lindell complaining about being hard done by a Wang in Colorado, giving some serious Jason Boebert no questions Woodshack off the 36 vibes. But at least he wasn't quoting her here, because last time...
And she talks over me. She's a little snot. And she goes, and she sits there, and she is Asian, and she calls up and she goes, Mike, Dominion Suyu. And I go, Susie, did you watch Absolute Proof? No, but Dominion Suyu. And she's just, and her and I have had and I go, Susie, you're going to go watch this like everybody else had to. She goes, no, I got to get this report. I go, you're going to lose my number, and you'd be the only reporter in the United States, but for that matter around the world, that I don't take their call. She goes, I said, go watch it right now. It's 28 minutes long. So finally she goes, okay. So she goes and watches it, right? But I'm timing her. It's like 14 minutes, and she calls me back. She called me back, and she goes, I go, Susie called me back. I go, Susie, did you watch it? Yeah, I watched it. What? No, Dominion Susie. And I go, Susie, what was in it? Tell me what was in it. I don't know. She goes, Sidney Powell, whatever. And I go, wrong. She wasn't in it.
Bargain bin Burt Reynolds all fired up is amusing enough, but tack on him going Asian with it is just, wow. I mean, I encourage more foreign reporters to dig into him so we can hear him recount the exchange. Now, I've done my share of accents on stage, and at times in the many cartoon series I've voiced over the years. I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss being able to do them. I mean, I guess the difference here is like he's doing the voice out of spite since it opened with him calling her a little snot. I have an around the world book I read to my kid, and back in the day, I could do all the people and make it really fun. But I can't now. Probably get canceled by a 6-year-old.
This one is for Ivanka. She's so hot. If I get this one in, drinks on me, and I'll change my diaper all by myself. Eric, can you get the golden turd tongs? I just put a log in the tank. Come on! Whether it's Melania or this course, I am not having luck getting in holes. You know I'm the best at golf, right? I am the real club champion. Miss all the putts and fill my diaper, yeah. Come on. I don't get it. The evangelicals said they would pray for me. It's going. Don't worry, fellas. I am the best golfer in the world. Bend, go to the left, go. Oh. I do not know what's going on. It's as if the ball is dodging the hole the way my head dodged that bullet, taking 2 centimeters from my ear that I magically regrew. Thank you.
But I thought the Secret Service of all people. Now I really pray that those guys are good guys. I know. I mean, it's like,
well, just to relieve you a little bit there, because I know where you're going. We are getting reports that a lot of those agents on the ground were not Secret Service. They were DHS. That a lot of Trump's Secret Service had been pulled from him, and they were a lot of them were DHS officers, because Jill had gone into Pennsylvania. Kamala had gone into Pennsylvania. Apparently, they used this to then throw DHS officers at him. This explains why you've got agents literally standing with their gun pointed toward the crowd when it should have been pointed down, can't find their holster. These aren't Secret Service agents, a lot of them.
Right. No, I didn't recognize half, but some of them I did. There was about 3 there that I did. But if I go there, I would say, yep. I've been, like I say, I've been around them for 3 years now or longer. And actually more, about 6 years. I go, time flies, Brannon.
Come on, if you're making the case that the Secret Service is spread thin, just let me remind everybody that you had Trump in one place, Melania in another. They didn't want to be near each other. And the Secret Service also had to cover Ivanka and Jared, Eric and Laura, Don Jr. and what is that? Barron and Tiffany. If you love what I do here and you can afford to help out, throw me a buck with the PayPal link in the pinned comment or drop me a super thanks with this button. DHS is the parent agency of the Secret Service. It's normal for others to bolster the Secret Service as the ESU did in Butler, and it's worth noting that all members of the ESU have attended basic and advanced SWAT schools through the National Tactical Officers Association. Oh, they didn't know how to draw. Okay, these aren't people without training, but the sum of all the agencies failed to create a large enough security perimeter to do some basic checks beyond it. I still don't think many realize that no amount of training truly prepares you for the real thing. That's why it does my head in when people declare, oh, I'd stop the shooter in whatever public space that, things happen. Oh, I'd have done something. Yeah, I'm sure you do great with the massive disorientation that comes with screaming and bones cracking and guns going off.
So brace yourself for Camelot, the mythologized, whimsical, media-created facade for Kamala Harris. It's coming, guys. Camelot. The media is already falling in love.
There was a twinkle in her eye. There was a kick in her step. I kind of fell in love with her.
The excitement is palpable.
And I remember seeing little girls grab her by the hand and look at her like she's Superwoman, like she's Wonder Woman.
Camelot. Their attempt at wordplay sounds closer to the Peter North compilation Mike Johnson doesn't want you to see than a Monty Python play that I had the pleasure of catching in London's West End. Coconut riding live on stage, joining the half-pissed British audience to sing along to Always Look on the Bright Side of Life was as good as it gets. But this is all they have. They are against enthusiasm. They are saying buckle up for some positivity and praise because it's coming. Ooh, be ready. All the left have ever had for Kamala is praise. And she just got the endorsement from the Obamas. As much as I like Vance, I think President Trump would have been smarter to go with Don Jr. or even Ivanka as his running mate. MAGA tears. This is not really cool. What a dumb channel. MAGA tears. Yes, keep voting blue for unaffordable everything forever. MAGA tears. Properties and the ultra MAGA Fox News host was let go the day after the Dominion lawsuit dropped, but later found a gig on the I don't even know what I was going for there. Have attended basic and advanced SWAT schools through the National Tactical Officers await into unverified cell phone data, just like he did with its Camelot. First off, their attempt at wordplay sounds closer to Peter North compilation. Camelot. Their attempt at wordplay sounds closer to the Peter North compilation Mike Johnson doesn't want you to see than a Monty Python play. I'm having the sillies today. I have had heaps of comments from people saying that they were automatically unsubscribed, my videos weren't in their feed, they weren't getting my notifications, and over the last few months, my views went from averaging 80 to 100,000 to 15 to 25,000, even though my analytics show viewer retention is in the top top of YouTube, which is their most important metric. Help me fix this. Please make sure that you are subscribed and that you have all my notifications on. And when you finish this video, stick around, check out another one of mine, and leave a new comment. If you have time, do it again. According to David Pakman, who also had this problem, this will disrupt the algorithm that has been trying to bury liberal creators. And check out my join button that makes you a member of my channel, giving you access to a variety of unique perks while supporting this one-man show. Thanks for watching. Be cool, be kind, take care.